Good morning from Camp K9. This morning we are working on one of the boats. Blight finally took my tomatoes in here, or I had probably been fighting it for a few days. I guess probably for a couple of days now, maybe 3 days. I've been snipping away at the plants that had blight and all signs of blight. I wasn't exactly sure what it was because it's my first year of really doing it seriously. Let's see, we have, okay, right, I've got to do the next bed, so whilst I'm here I might as well show you. See these black stems here? So when you, I don't know if you can see that in this light. See, oh, not the easiest for me to point out here. I haven't, oh, hold on a second, look, okay. So this one here, you can see what looks like healthy and then it suddenly goes brown here. Okay, so that's the blight that's beginning to set in. So I'd managed to, Lady Jane, get back up on your boat. She's jumped out of the boat. I've got these guys. Basically what I did was I pulled up all of the tomato plants that were in this bed this morning because the blight was taking them, and it was taking them pretty fast. So I thought, right, okay, I've had a good crop of cherry tomatoes this year. The bigger tomatoes, yeah, I've had a few. Wasn't a huge amount, but I've had a few. But they clearly weren't going to grow much more. So I thought, right, okay, I'm just going to take the whole lot out and I'll work on this bed and see if I can get something out of it over winter. But all that tilling and everything is not my favourite part of the job. And I'm not a huge, I prefer a no-dig method, but there are a few weeds and bits to get up. So I just put the ladies to work. I just slung a few mealworms in there, and as you can see, some of them are better workers than others. The The bantam, she's nowhere to be seen. She's got fluffy feet, so she doesn't particularly like to till through the earth. But the larger ones, they do. Are you coming to join again, Lady Jane? Yes. Say hello to the camera. So if I wanted to be a bit more efficient about this, I would get myself some temporary fencing, like the chicken fencing or something like that. Not the chicken wire, because that's too difficult to manhandle, but just something light, something that's easy to install on a temporary basis, and I would just run that round the boat and keep them in here for a period of time until they had, as in during the day today, to see how far they could get and to see if they could really work it for me and clear it all for me. But I haven't got anything like that at hand, so I'm just going to let them have a go. They did the other bed for me not too long ago, so I'm hoping that they might do a good job on this one as well. At least I can do something whilst they're doing this. Leave the camera alone, Red. Oh, Lady Jane. Leave it alone. No. You two are far from camera shy, aren't you? Get back to work. They're not going to work whilst I've got the camera pointing. They, I think they would have liked to have been film stars in another life. My bluebell, the grey one that you see here, she's not the most friendliest of any of them. She's not a fan of coming anywhere close to me. The reds, I mean, she will come running if I come into the area. She will come running because she knows that there's food. So she'll follow me around. They're pretty well bucket trained, which is really good. But whereas the others will let me get close enough to touch them and they will come and interact with me and the camera, she is not like that. She's quite happy to just do her own thing. So she's actually quite a good worker. Sneak, see over in that corner there, my boy Badger. He came out this morning to join me whilst I was ripping out the tomatoes, and he's drifted off into a snooze. He dug himself a little well over there and was having a bit of a snooze. And who else have I got here? So in the parking area we've got a couple of the pussycats. This is Titch, she's heading off for her daily hunt in the fields next door. And this is Princess. Oops, Princess? Are you going camera shy? Are you? She's normally following me around all over the place. She's not very far. Oh, Titch has decided to come back again. Titch isn't a kitten. Titch is fully grown. For anyone who doesn't follow my Facebook, she is a little munchkin cat. She's the same age, she's the same litter as her sister Princess, but she just never grew. She was born about half the size of the others, and she had a leg that faced the wrong direction, and took her to the vets, and he put her in a little splint, and you would have never known to this day that she was born with a leg that pointed in the wrong direction.